Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me back on the mat. This is going to be a sort of overall body practice, um, just really finding that connection to our breath. Just a nice flow that we can do any time of the day. No props needed, and all abilities and levels of practice are welcome. We are going to start in a comfortable seat, so whatever that means for you. When we get there, we are finding that connection to the belly. So beginning to be active here, helping to support the spine and find length through the spine. We're going to ground down into our seat and just dropping awareness into the body. As we breathe, seeing if we can bring that awareness into the body a little more. So connecting, observing that flow of breath. Feeling in through the nose and out through the nose. With every inhalation, breathing a nice full breath into the back body, the side body, the front body. We create space. With each exhale, finding some softness through the shoulders, the knees, the jaw. If your eyes are already closed, or if you're comfortable to have the eyes closed, we'll start moving through the neck, beginning to take the chin over to the right shoulder. As we breathe out, we sweep back through over to the left. Flowing left to right, right to left. Trying to connect to that flow of breath. Breath setting the pace here. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. And we meet back in center. Chin drops to the chest. And taking the gaze up towards the sky as much as we're comfortable with the neck. Drop the chin down. And lift. So it's just opening through the throat and the back of the neck here. The spine's going to stay nice and tall. And then we meet back in center. Hands come out to the side. Right hand stays to the mat. Left hand's going to sweep all the way up. We ground down through that left side hip. Reach long through the left arm. Left arm guides us up, becomes the bottom. Right hand lifts up and over. And then we're flowing here. Side to side. Nice, long, even breath. Guiding the movement. Last one to the left. Last one to the right. We come up nice and tall. Shake out the shoulders, maybe some circles, little wriggles, whatever feels right for you here. And then coming back to stillness, refine that connection into the body. Arms are going to sweep up to the sky. Shoulders can come up. A lot of length here. And as we soften the shoulders down, we find a twist towards the right. Connect to the abdominals, soften the knees. Breathing into the back body, the sides, the front body. Next inhale, we come back through center, arms all the way up to the sky. Shoulders can come up if it feels okay through the neck and the shoulders. And as we release, soften the shoulders down and twist to the left. Gently release back to center. Arms up one last time, nice and tall. And we sigh it out, fold forward. Letting the head be heavy, the chest melt down towards the mat. We slowly peel ourselves up, roll forward to a tabletop position. Spread the fingers, push the earth away. Just take your time to find that space in the body. Length through the spine, space between the shoulder blades, length in the back of the neck. When you're ready to move, we begin to roll through some cat-cows. Belly drops down, and then we round the spine to the sky. Your breath can set the pace for this movement. You want to move nice and slow. Really find that connection. Maybe you need to move a little bit faster if we have some energy that we're trying to shift. Just allowing the practice to reflect your needs as we tune in to how we're feeling. And let's slowly come back to center. I'm going to bring my knees a little closer in together just because I need that support today as we begin to connect to the left side glutes and lift the right leg back to the sky, beginning to find some circles with that right knee. So we're finding a little bit of mobility through that right side hip, but we're also connecting to the muscles on the left side and creating stability there. When you're ready, change direction of the circle. Remembering to stay connected through the upper body as well. We're pressing the floor away, not slouching through the upper body. And then we meet with the knee in line with the hip. Long Toes point down to the floor, and with as much control and effort as we can, we're taking that leg out to the side. So the right leg is extended out to the right side, toes pointing forward. Option to stay here, option to come down to the forearms, or maybe even melting the forehead down to the mat. Holding here for just a few breaths. Slowly beginning to make our way out, stack the spine, and then if we think about that right leg, dialing the toes out to the right. Hips and chest are square to the front of the mat. My left hand's going to go to the left hip, right hand to the right knee, and we're sinking into that right knee. You can go as deep or as shallow as you like here. We sink down and then lift up to, we're not necessarily straightening that leg, but just a little rock from side to side, getting a little deeper into that right hip. So you listen to your body and meet yourself where you need to be. Just a few here. Last one, we meet into that right knee, somewhere where we're supported. Right elbow is going to come to the right knee, and then really lengthen through that left side, fingertips. Looking for a lot of space here while we're reaching those left fingertips forward. We're thinking about the hips opening. So really dialing and shining the hips forward to the front of the mat here. A lot of length through the left side body, a lot of space through the hips. Left hand pulls us up. It becomes all the way supporting the body, becoming that bottom hand, and then right hand to the right hip. Again, check in with the hips. We're strong here. From here, this might be enough. We can play around with lifting that right leg, so we're creating a little bit more strength and activity through the body. We can also play around with bending at the knee to bring the foot towards the bum, and maybe we reach that right hand back, grab the right foot. If we're here, we can play around with that opening through the hips here. Foot draws back into the bum. It might not get there, but we're just playing around with that space, that shape, that balance, all the while finding evenness in the breath. If we've got a hold of that foot, we release. If the leg is bent, we extend it, and then let's lower the foot down. We come all the way up. Both hands reach to the sky. A lot of length here. Hands can come down. Let's lift that extended right foot, bring it all the way over to the left. Right knee bends down to the floor. And then just a little shift left to right of the hips. Okay. We find stillness, extend that leg long and bring it back in line with the left. This time I'm going to change my direction just so you can see from a different angle. We'll roll through some cat-cows again. Rounding the belly down and rolling the spine to the sky. Just finding a little bit of release here. you need any little extra movements, you can take that here now. Circles, figure eights. Just listening to your body. When that feels complete, we come back to center. Again, I'm going to bring my knees a little closer together. Maybe you're good where you are. Connect, stabilize through that right side hip. Left knee comes up and we begin those circles on this left side. One direction, breath guiding the movement. When we're ready, we change direction of the circles. And then we meet with the knee in line with the hips. Extend the leg long, toes down to the mat. Leg all the way out to the left side. Again, this could very well be enough, or maybe you explore lowering the upper body. I'm going to come down to the forearms. You may come down even lower if that feels right for you today. Keep the legs active. Those inner thighs are working. And just notice sensation in the body. Slowly, we come back onto the hands and begin to stack the spine, rotating that left foot, the toes out to the side, while also I'm going to bring my foot in a little bit as well. So we have this box shape here, thinking about opening the hips a little bit more. So you just get into the hips there and rotate the hips to the front, and then right hand to the hip, left hand can be on the knee or we can bend into it. Whatever feels right for you as we just rock in and out of that left knee. Listening to the body, how deep we go. Nice full breath. Okay, we begin to come back to that center position. So my knee is over my ankle. Leaning into that left elbow, we begin to extend the right fingertips up. So really reaching tall, finding rotation through the chest, softness in the jaw, finding all this length, connecting to those sensations, noticing the breath. Top hand pulls us all the way up, becomes the bottom hand. Extend and find length through that left leg. My toes are now dialing back to the front and we're pressing the hips forward. Left hand to that hip, or if you're good with your balance, you can extend it to the sky. Maybe we're good here. We can play around with lifting that leg up off the ground and see how that shifts the weight through the body. Maybe we bend at the knee, reach back, grab the foot for a little bit more opening through the hips. Gently releasing the foot with control. Extend the leg long, comes down to the mat, and we bring the upper body all the way up, reaching both hands nice and tall, squaring the hips. Hands come down back to that tabletop position. Lift that extended leg. It comes over to the right. Knee drops to the mat. And just beginning to explore left to right, right to left. And when that feels complete, we unravel the legs, knees wide, big toes together, shifting the weight back for a child's pose. Breathing into the back body here, softening the shoulders. Lifting the gaze a little to walk the hands over to the left, reaching away from the hips, right hip reaching away from the right fingertips. Lifting the gaze again, we walk the hands over to the right, finding that length through the left side body here. And ready, we come back to center. Last round of breath here. And we walk ourselves up, make our way onto our backs, knees in to the chest. Gentle rock here from side to side. Meeting back in stillness. Arms out to the side. I'm going to drop both knees to the left, gazing to the right. Breathing deeply. Releasing completely. Gaze back to the ceiling, knees back through center and over to the right. Gazing to the left. Of course, if it's okay through the neck to do so. Gaze back to center, knees back to the sky, releasing the feet to the floor. We'll make our way into our Shavasana. We're going to take a traditional shape today, feet out long, arms out wide. Gently draw the shoulders under a little further. There's length through the back of the neck. You find whatever position works best for you, where you need to be today. And just beginning to find that flow of breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing yourself to release a little more with each exhalation. And gently begin to deepen the breath. And begin to invite movement through the fingers and the toes. Maybe reaching the arms overhead and finding a full body stretch. When you're ready, we make our way onto our side. Allow yourself a moment here before pressing all the way back up to our comfortable seated position. Any last little bits of movement that we need. Once again, sweep the hands out to the side, all the way to the ceiling, palms meet at the top as we drop the arms down in prayer at our chest. Chin can drop in to the chest as we finalize our practice here. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hope to see you next time. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Super appreciative, so that I can keep doing these classes. And let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or what you would like to see next. Thank you. See you.